After Canada's Victoria Mboko took home the National Bank Open. She is waking up a champion this morning. The 18-year-old from Burlington defeating four-time Grand Slam winner Naomi Osaka in the final. She becomes the first Canadian to win the tournament since Bianca Andreescu did it back in 2019. So for more on this win, we're joined this morning by Doug Burke, president of Ace Tennis and All Canadian Sport Management, who coached Victoria, or Vicky as she's come to be known, as a child. Good morning.
Good morning.
First of all, tell me your thoughts. How are you feeling this morning knowing that she's the champ?
Well, still kind of frozen in shock. You know, I mean, it's that run that she's had over the last 10 days has been just phenomenal. So, yeah, it's just incredible performance by Vicky.
What was it about her? You've seen her since she was, just past a toddler. She was 4. What were your first impressions when you watched her begin to learn in her early days of tennis?
Yeah, she was involved with us, as you mentioned, from she was 4 till about 12 years old, along with her 3 older siblings. Gracia, her older sister that you see on tour with her, was with us as well, and Kevin and David, the brothers, and then the parents, who are always very supportive of all 4 of their kids, were there with us. And from the outset, when she was 4 years old, it was obvious she had an incredible competitive spirit. You know, she wanted to beat her older siblings who were 7, 8, 9, 10 years older than she was at 4 or 5 years old. And then she also had a quite outstanding focus when she was on the court from a really young age. From she was 5, 6, and she would be training. She was able to lock in and really focus on what she was doing on the court. So those 2 traits, I think, were evident from very young.
Age and experience aside, just in this tournament in the last couple of days, she's had some really big challenges, including that wrist injury that had her at the hospital the morning of that finals match yesterday. What do you know about Victoria that led her to be able to overcome those challenges and hoist that trophy high?
Yes, I think the primary thing that has gotten her through in the last 10 days, I mean, obviously along with her talent and her play, is her composure on the court and her ability to keep her composure and maintain her composure through these tough matches and in these difficult situations within those matches. And, countless times against opponents, obviously much more experienced than she was, if she got into a tricky situation or made something that wasn't so good, a shot that she didn't like, she was able to regroup and refocus for the next point and really forget about what had happened and really move on and keep her composure. So I think that really helped her tremendously in the last 10 days.
Something else that hasn't been talked about a lot yet, but I find an interesting part of her story, is at the end of last year, Vicky decided that she was going to come back to Canada to train after having trained in Belgium. She is now having the best season of her career. What does that say about tennis player development in this country?
I think it says a lot, and I think that obviously she clearly has a very solid team around her currently, and her family has always been very supportive. And I know she wants to be around her family, as she mentioned, and you just mentioned that, it was a bit lonely for her over there. And she's somebody that likes to be around the people that she's close to. And I think that she, I think it gives the belief to the young Canadian, especially young Canadian females, that this is possible by a Canadian, somebody that's in their environment, close to them, available to the similar resources that they have. And obviously the women that have come before her, the Bianca Andreescu's and the Eugenie Bouchards, who just retired, and the, Layla and so on, have set the stage for somebody like Vicky. And I think Vicky has leapt on the stage, and she has really shown to other young Canadians that it's possible.
She sure has done all of that and more. Doug Burke, president of Ace Tennis and All Canadian Sport Management. Great to share this moment with you this morning and, talk over a young player who is now just launching into such a big part of her career. Thanks so much, Doug.
Thanks for having me.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.